My mom protected me from everything bad in the world. Except herself. I was a very sick kid from the moment I was born. I couldn't breathe well at night. So my mom put an oxygen mask on me and stayed up watching over me. A few months later, the doctors found a problem with my eye muscles.
She could go blind if we don't operate immediately.
All right, doctor.
I hadn't even turned one when I had my first surgery. At that point, it was just my mom and me against the world. She always tried to please my dad, but he only cared about his life and his stuff, so they fought all the time.
Can't take it anymore. I'm so done with you and the kid.
But she's your daughter. You wouldn't just leave us, would you? I love you.
Talk to the hand, sweetheart. Goodbye.
We went to live with my grandma, and with both of them, I couldn't have been better cared for. Plus, my mom had studied nursing. Then the seizures started. I was just a helpless little girl.
It's best to start the treatment.
Okay, doctor. Whatever you say.
Sometimes my dad would come visit. He'd bring me gifts and toys and take me out with him and his girlfriend. But my mom would tell me that he treated her really badly.
How can you let the kid be this way, sick all the time? And
I'm doing what I can.
if she's not better by next time, forget about me.
She must have inherited everything bad from her.
But I just got worse and worse. Did my dad leave us because I'm a living disease?
Yes, my love, but don't worry. We don't need him. You have me. You're my little ill treasure.
After a while, my grandma went on a permanent vacation to heaven. So we went to live with my grandpa, but I didn't like it there at all.
Come play with me, my little girl.
Then I had the big accident that would change my life forever.
What happened to you?
Nothing, Mommy.
We have to go to the hospital right now.
My mom got me a wheelchair to help my leg heal. I even had fun using it. I thought after a while, I'd be able to stop using it, but between the accident, my seizures, the asthma, and my intellectual delay, my mom thought it was better if I kept using it. But I want to jump around with the others.
You can't. You're sick.
But
Do you love me?
yes, Mommy.
Then listen to me, my princess. Or do you want me to stop loving you because you're sick like your dad did?
Many charities felt touched by my situation and supported us with all kinds of things. And even money for the endless list of meds my mom gave me every day. Then we started traveling a lot. We moved houses all the time. And people gifted my mom many things. But one day I found her crying. What's wrong, Mommy?
Nothing, sweetheart. It's just that I don't want you to ever leave my side.
My mom explained to me that I had a very serious blood disease.
Don't worry, my little princess. Mommy will take good care of you, and nothing bad will happen to you.
Why are you cutting my hair?
It's going to fall out anyway from your illness. You're very sick. Remember that.
Every day I got worse, but my mom didn't give up. What's this on my tummy?
It's a magic button to feed you.
When are my new teeth coming in?
Well, we'll see. At this rate, I'm not sure they'll come in.
She even bought me my favorite princess dresses to keep me happy. There was only one thing that really bothered her. Hey, Mom, my shoe got dirty. Can you help me clean?
What are you doing? You can't move your legs. You're crippled for life. Don't you get it?
You wouldn't have wanted to see her angry?
I just want you to be okay. And for that, you have to listen to me about everything.
Yes, Mom.
So today at the doctor's office, what do you do if I squeeze your hand?
I keep quiet.
Perfect. My princess, I love you.
I love you too. Then, a huge hurricane hit our home, and we had to flee. They even took me to the hospital by helicopter. It was amazing. But we still had to find somewhere to live. Then, a charity that builds homes for people in need heard about our case. The whole community came together for the construction, and the process was documented.
With great joy, I give you the keys to your new home.
We were on all the news. Then many more people learned about the fight my mom was fighting for me. Many companies and wealthy people started joining the cause.
I want to thank everyone for making my beloved daughter Jamie's life just a little bit easier. No amount of money can buy life itself. Thank you. Checks are also accepted, but I'm sure that thanks to all your help, Jamie will be able to regain a little of what life has taken from her fragile, crippled, sick little hands. Thank you so much.
Ceremonies with celebrities, trips to Cheemsneyland, gifts, and even a photo with Justin Bacheems.
Remember, if I squeeze your hand,
I keep quiet.
and those little legs, can we move them? Good girl.
In the middle of all this, I had to continue my treatments. But all my medical records got lost in the hurricane. Luckily, my mom knew all my diseases and knew what to say. Or so she thought.
That's strange. The test came back negative.
I have great news for you, Princess. We won't be going to the hospital for a while.
Does that mean I'm better?
Are you kidding? No, it's just that these doctors are incompetent. But I can take care of you on my own. You'll be fine. Sick, but fine.
I think by this point, you can probably tell from my tone that I'm being sarcastic. So let's cut the bullshit. My mom gave me so many meds that I couldn't live without them. And I didn't want to. I'd rather be half asleep all the time than deal with the mistreatment. She never let me go to school. I couldn't have friends. The only friend she allowed me to have was a neighbor. She would tell me about her life at school, her friends, parties, and boys. I lived through her, but that wasn't enough. All those trips we went on were just to go from shelter to shelter and make people feel sorry for us to get free stuff. She kept me away from my dad, who, by the way, never stopped paying child support. All those stories of how badly he'd treated us when I was just a baby were lies. But I guess she forgot to mention the part where she started experimenting with witchcraft. I would have run away like my dad did too. But you know, I can't walk. Wait! Surprise! I never had anything wrong with me at all. Each and every one of the illnesses I had were made up by my mom to keep me locked up with her and get attention. And since she was a nurse, she knew exactly what to do, how to numb my mouth so I drool uncontrollably. And the magic button was a feeding tube where she gave me whatever she wanted. Until one day, by accident, while looking for some pills to calm down, I found one of my lost birth certificates. What? I'm 19 years old? My mom had told me I was 14. Now, do you understand why the princess dresses? I didn't want to stay there, so I made my first attempt to escape. I took money, my pills, and my stupid dresses, because it was the only clothing I had. But I had nowhere to go, so I had no choice but to go to my mom's friend's house.
You scared me. Don't you ever do that again.
I know I'm an adult, so if I want to leave the house, that's my choice.
You don't love me? Everything I've done has been to protect you.
I just want a normal life.
All right, things will be different from now on, I promise.
And boy, did they change. It was so much fun sleeping, handcuffed to the bed, and tied to my mom, going days without eating as punishment, or watching my mom do her evil rituals with my pictures in jars. And the worst part was that she didn't let me see my only friend anymore. I only had myself and a computer that one of the charities gave me. My friend had taught me a lot about social media, so secretly from my mom, I made a Cheemsbook account and even joined an online dating site. And there, I met someone very special. It started with a hi, and after several months of talking in secret, we became a couple. I knew I shouldn't do it, but I didn't have anyone else to share my feelings with, so I worked up the courage and told him everything about my mom.
I could be the Prince Charming who rescues you from that tower.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, you know that to rescue the princess, you'll have to kill the dragon first.
Don't worry. You give me a sword, and I'll take care of the rest.